The family of a 14-year-old girl who was abducted as she made her way to school, then raped, tortured and killed in an abandoned house, are suing her school, which did not tell her parents she was missing for 10 hours. Alianna DeFreeze was abducted in January 2017 as she walked towards her charter school in Cleveland, Ohio, after getting off a school bus by 45-year-old sex offender Christopher Whitaker. Whitaker was sentenced to death last year and is on death row. On Monday, Alianna's parents, Damon DeFreeze and Donesha Cooper, filed a lawsuit against him, her school and the city of Cleveland, claiming wrongful death. Crucially, they allege in their lawsuit that Alianna's charter school, E-Prep and Village Prep Woodland Hills Breakthrough School, could have prevented her death by phoning her mother when she did not arrive at school in the morning. Cooper did not learn that her daughter was missing until after 4 p.m. when she failed to return home. It was only when she phoned the school and was told that Alianna, who her mother said suffered a developmental disability, had never even made it to the campus, that she realized she was missing. In their lawsuit, Cooper and the girl's family say they could have saved her if they were told she was missing earlier in the day. They say it was completely out of character for the teenager to miss school, and that the school should have known as much when she did not show up without any notice from either parent. After being abducted, Alianna was tortured for hours, then raped and killed. Her body was found 3 days later. Her parents are also suing the city in addition to the owner of the abandoned house for not keeping a closer eye on it, but their wrath is directed mostly at the school. Alianna's absence should have raised serious red flags, especially since she suffered from developmental disabilities. They never contacted Miss Cooper to inform her that Alianna did not make it to school. Because they did not receive any notice of Alianna's absence, they properly assumed that their precious daughter was safe. The lawsuit reads, "At 4 p.m., Miss Cooper became extremely concerned about Alianna because she had not arrived home. She called E-Prep and, for the first time, she was told that Alianna never arrived at school and was absent the entire day. She knew that missing school was completely out of character for her daughter, so she urgently called the authorities. The search did not begin until the evening, 10 hours after she had been abducted. It is well known that the first few hours a child goes missing are the most crucial in order to find them before they are harmed or killed. Defendants' complete and utter failure to notify Miss Cooper and/or Mr. DeFreeze of their daughter's unexcused absence from school caused the police to be notified of her disappearance much later than they would have been if defendants' school system had given Miss Cooper prompt and immediate notice that she never arrived at school that day." It continued. It is not clear exactly what time Alianna was killed. In her parents' lawsuit, they say the final hours of her life were spent being tortured by the man. He used electric drills to mutilate her, then stabbed her to death after sexually assaulting her. The last hours of Alianna's life were spent in excruciating, paralyzing, debilitating and unthinkable physical and mental pain as her body was desecrated before her life was snuffed out at the hands of defendant Whitaker due to the negligence of defendants, the lawsuit said. A representative for the school would not comment, citing pending litigation, but said, "We cannot comment on pending litigation at this time other than to say, Alianna's death was a terrible loss to our entire school community, and we have tried to stay in touch with the parents and be supportive to the parents along the way." Whitaker claimed during his trial that he was high on cocaine at the time and tried to use that as a defense so that he would not be held responsible. He is awaiting execution on death row.